You've unlocked a Roundtable.
Welcome to the Lost Levels Roundtable discussion of Hail Caesar. My name is Crystal Vaughn. With me, as always, is Alex Sandberg.
Hello.
And we just watched Hail Caesar.
Yep. With this review, like normal, we're going to have a spoiler-free section at the beginning. After that, we're going to go into our end credits and our social media links. And after that, we'll go into a spoiler section. We'll give you fair warning once we get into spoilers, so you don't have to worry about that at all.
Yeah, so this is a Cohen Brothers movie, and with Cohen Brothers movies, you kind of know what you're getting into.
For the most part, yeah.
Just like, you'll get thrown into this magical world, and you're not necessarily understanding, like, what's going to happen. Like, what's the point of being here? Like, my favorite part of Burn After Reading is when they're having a conversation and it's all said and done. Is like, what did we learn here? And they're like, nothing.
Yeah.
Because that's what it feels like when you're watching the Coen Brothers movies lately. There's just not, I don't know, like you just sat there for 2 hours or however long this runtime is, and you get up, the credits rolled, and you're like,
what happened here?
what did I just watch?
Yeah.
You know, I was entertained for the most part, but
Where did everything lead to?
yeah, there was no story here. Like,
No.
that was my frustration with it. I'm like, okay, where's this going? Aside from it, my large arguments with a lot of movies is like sometimes messages are kind of hit you over the head, and they like, we have a clear message for this movie, kind of like what we talk about with Tomorrowland had a clear message. Was it Wall-E had a clear message? Just stuff that like is really there, that's prevalent throughout the movies. Hugo, one of the movies that people feel like it's a great kids movie, visually stunning, great movie, but hit me personally like over the head so much about film restoration that I just despised that movie.
Okay.
This movie is kind of almost in that kind of same vein. That's why I'm talking about it. It's a love. It shows the glory days of old Hollywood.
Yes, it is definitely a huge homage to the golden age of film.
Yeah, and that's what this is. That's all this is. I mean,
essentially,
you get to watch like actors in the heyday on sets doing their types of things back in the day, and like the types of movies they created, long scenes where not everything's cut quickly, just like one shots and everything, where they're just going through complete dialogue conversations in one shots, and it's just the golden age.
And musical numbers and dancing numbers.
Yeah, and it's just crazy. Those dancing numbers obviously probably got broken up into like 50,000 takes.
Oh, yeah,
to get those completed. But the way that they filmed it in this movie is just like one long shot.
Right.
Of them doing perfect dance moves. And it's definitely, like as you said, like an homage to that type of thing, as opposed to it being a story movie. It's just like, I could have watched a documentary on old Hollywood and probably enjoyed it more.
Yeah. No, yeah. Because you really don't get much out of this movie. There's not a lot of character development or anything like that.
There's nothing there. There's no story.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically speaking, when you look at the trailer, you watch the trailer, this could be a cool Hollywood set noir, kidnapping mystery.
Right. You're expecting something like Big Lebowski, but during this golden age of Hollywood.
Yeah, with quirky characters and great dialogue and star-studded event, as you kind of touched on with Big Lebowski, and it's just not that.
No, you just have all kind of these different things going on at once that loosely relate to each other.
But not really.
But yeah, not in a large sense of a story or narrative.
Yeah, nothing really ties together. The stories go nowhere. There's like, they'll try to start a new little thread that goes nowhere, and it's just all these random tidbits that kind of at the end of the day mean nothing, and kind of just show the life of this production or the company's manager.
Yeah, essentially.
And that's just, he has to make these decisions every day, and that's it.
Right. There's this whole story arc for him with his struggle of moving on from what he's currently doing and his own struggle with the morality of it all, but it still doesn't really go anywhere with him.
Yeah. And that's this movie, and it's like, it was funny because when we were walking out of the movie theater, one of the people, one of the audience members was just laughing hysterically almost
Throughout the movie.
No, like not necessarily throughout the movie. Like as we were walking out, she was still laughing, and like her friends were like, "What? What was so funny?" And they're like, "That was the worst movie I've ever seen."
I wouldn't go that far.
But that's what she was saying. That's
right?
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like that's how she kind of took it, because like there was no movie there.
Mm-hmm.
It was just us sitting there for 1.5 hours just watching a bunch of stuff on screen that didn't mean anything.
Exactly.
There's no purpose to it. It's just pretty homages, as you said, to Hollywood of old, and it's I don't know. I just,
which is hard to say, which breaks my heart to say, because I think everyone did a really good job in it, but
yeah, there's a couple scenes in there that are great.
Yeah, really great scenes, but I just wish that they ended up meaning something.
I just wished it was more like the trailer.
Yeah.
This trailer is really not what the movie is.
Not at all.
Yeah. God, we talk about trailers a lot lately, just because obviously we see so many movies and we see these trailers and stuff. Shit, before the movie, not this one, before Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies, there was a Jennifer Garner movie.
Oh yeah,
that was the whole movie.
Essentially,
it was a 3-minute trailer that gave away everything in that movie, and it just blew my mind, like watching these trailers. And then you watch the Hail Caesar trailer, and it looks like this could be this really interesting noir type of, like I said, kidnapping type of not murder mystery, but like a mystery.
Yeah, with all these twists and turns and everything.
Totally could be that, not the movie.
No.
Yeah.
It's very cut and dry.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just...
It's a shame, because I wanted to really like this movie.
Yeah, and I did too. And I it's hard to talk about, because there's just not that much there.
Yeah, essentially.
I mean, that's what it comes down to. It's like we can't really get into story because there wasn't one. You can get into the visuals. Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, totally.
It captures the feel.
Yeah, I think my main problem with it, though, is when they could have done a better job of making the old film footage look like an old film. Like, even a lot of the shots and just the lightings and the quality of when you saw something that was on film, a lot of it still looked pretty modern and too clean. It didn't look rough like it would have, I think.
Okay.
Minor gripe, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I was disappointed, unfortunately.
Yeah, so was I.
Man, we're agreeing way too much lately. But yeah, I was, and it's hard to say that because it's a Cohen Brothers movie, and I really enjoy a lot of their movies. But lately,
I'm hit and miss with them.
That's the thing. That's how I feel too. It's just like either I really enjoy the movie, like Big Lebowski, or I walk away like scratching my head, like what was the purpose of this?
Like No Country for Old Men.
And Burn After Reading, like I didn't care too much about that movie.
Same with True Grit. I didn't really care for that one.
Aside from really strong acting performances, I agree. I didn't care too much about True Grit, but True Grit even had more of a story.
Oh yeah.
Than this.
There was narrative, there was structure, there was an arc, there were acts. I can't say there were any real act breaks in this. There was no rising action. There was no climax. There was nothing like that.
Yeah, even they make kidnapping boring and just uneventful.
Yeah,
and unfortunate, I guess. Whatever. I think we'll have more to say in the spoiler where we can be free about it.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't we give our final thoughts here? So I'm go ahead. You know what? You go first.
Dude, I don't know. There's if you really like Hollywood and you kind of appreciate the whole golden age of all that, there may be something for you here because I've been saying so much to that, and that'll give you that whole nostalgic feeling for it. But you don't have to see this in theaters. You could definitely wait for it on Netflix or Redbox or something really cheap. But I mean, unless, like I said, you have that desire for that nostalgia, there's really no need to see this. You could probably skip it.
Yeah, I agree. There's no substance here. It's forgettable. You'll forget about this movie tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be disappointed because the trailer is completely different than what you're going to see. So I would definitely try to go into this movie if you're going to go see it with very low expectations and looking at it as a homage to old cinema. And if you look at it through those types of eyes, you might enjoy this movie a lot more than we did. So, Alex, how can we reach you, man?
You can follow me on Twitter. My name there is Alex Sandberg, AlexSandberg, or email me directly at the website, alex@baltho.com. What about you, Chris?
I'm on Twitter, twitter.com/calmintensity. Lost Level has a Twitter page at The Lost Level. We're on Facebook as well. It's just Lost Level on there. But all this information is on lostlevel.com, upper right-hand corner. So definitely check us out on there. Check us out on YouTube as well. So we are going to go into spoilers very shortly. So thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you again soon. Spoilers! God, I'm not upset by this movie, but I'm just really
You're bewildered by it.
I'm just like, why did I just waste my time watching this fucking thing? And I'm sitting here, like, why am I sitting here talking about this fucking movie? And it's just, it doesn't go anywhere.
No.
And they're fucking commies, like, okay, yeah, commies were like a big scare back then and whatever, but like,
Right. And it's, like I touched on before, you have this main guy that you're following, and he has these conflicts of morality and whether he's going to keep this job. In the end, he still keeps his job, still does what he does, despite all that. So there's no real development for him.
His development is he has the epiphany that this is what makes him happy.
Okay, I guess.
This type of chaos and every day that goes on in the movie industry, covering stuff up, hiding stuff, putting people in places, managing sets and what they're going to be filming, and that's his thing in life.
All right,
and he's good at it, and that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole communist arc too. It's like, okay, so these are just a bunch of writers just sitting around like, hey, we don't get paid.
Let's be communists.
So we're communists, and then we get this ransom, and then it falls to the bottom of the water. I'm like, yeah, all right, let's go back to shore.
Yeah,
like not one of them would jump in and save the money or like anything. Everybody just looks, watches it go sink slowly,
right.
Sink, and like, all right, we're still commies. Go team. As Channing Tatum jumps onto the submarine and just leaves.
Yeah, it's just so weird.
Yeah, like I guess he did his dues in America, and now he is a full blown commie, and he's just gonna go off in the Soviet submarine, and off into the sunset.
I guess
with his dog, where she was going to leave.
Yeah,
like what? What the hell is going on with this movie?
Oh, I don't think they realize. And then you have the whole the twin reporters. It's just like, why?
Because it's quirky.
Right. I guess
you have to have unique, quirky characters.
Like, this movie didn't have enough of those that didn't do anything. Like, the cowboy. As much as I love that character and how entertaining he was, served no purpose.
No, then there's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
He gave Josh Brolin his belt and
Well, he
followed the suitcase.
yeah, he was just in the right place in the right time to see the suitcase and who had the suitcase, and that was his character.
Yeah, he was just one of those people who were lucky. He was always in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
And it's just fun. He continued to do that.
You know, I did enjoy his scene where he tried to talk.
Yeah.
In
Like, yes. Like, that scene was brilliant.
So there's good scenes every now and then throughout this movie,
Yeah.
but as a whole, it's just
Right. Like, I felt like that would have been an awesome sketch on, like, Saturday Night Live or something like that, you know? But in a full movie, it went on too long and had no connection to anything.
no. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
It is what it is, I guess. So,
yep.
What else do you want? Is there anything?
We spoiled basically everything spoiled in that movie because there's very little that happens.
Yeah, it blew my mind that I just sat there like thinking like, what?
Mm-hmm.
The hell did I just watch? Because I just felt empty at the end of it. Like there was nothing there.
Yeah, and you see all these stars in the trailers. You see Jonah Hill and Scarlett Johansson and
Yeah, which Jonah Hill is in it for like what, a minute of screen time?
about that, and Scarlett Johansson for 3, 4, maybe.
Yeah, and she does what she's good at from Don John is the thick New Yorker type of accent.
Yeah, exactly.
Which she owned in Don John, but like in this movie, it's like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just, I really don't like this movie because I don't like calling it a movie
Okay, fair enough.
because it's not a movie.
No, it's a movie, just not one with narrative structure, unfortunately, which is probably key when you're wanting to make a movie.
Was it being meta in itself where Josh Brolin was watching the dailies and like I felt like this movie was just one giant daily and it's like just not put together, it's just all the shit they filmed.
Could be.
And kind
I don't know.
So,
I don't know, dude.
So whatever.
Yeah. Okay. We've spent enough time on this movie.
All right. Thanks for listening, guys. I hope that we provide more insight in the next movie that we review, which what are we looking for?
It's probably going to be Deadpool and or Zoolander 2.
Oh yeah. So those are coming up. So I'm excited to definitely watch both of those. Actually, got to watch some Zoolander before the part 2 comes up.
Gotta watch some X-Men Wolverine Origin to fully understand Deadpool.
We don't
right?
need to.
I'm pretty sure we do.
That at all. We watch a lot of bad movies, especially lately. So maybe that might be in our short list. We'll see.
All right.
But yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Really appreciate it.
Bye.